Good morning. Today is the 7th day of Herson on the Jewish calendar, and it's the first day of the week towards the reading of the Torah portion of Lech Lecha. And even though there was something of an introduction to Abraham at the end of last week's Parsha, last week's Torah portion that we read yesterday morning, it was really primarily as part of an account of genealogy where it came up. Really the narrative, the biography, the fleshing out of Abraham and Sarah's life begins in this week's Torah portion. And it begins with God's first directive in relation to Abraham, when it tells Abraham, Lech Lecha, go for yourself, go from your land, from your birthplace, from your family home. Go out to the world. And one way of hearing that is the idea of someone, growing older, being able to spread their wings, go out and do your own thing. If you look at the verse here, it's very much not that, in the sense that God said, go out there and do my thing. Go to the land that I will show you. It doesn't even tell him the land. What God tells Abraham, this is it's the launching point for God's guidebook, God's directive to Abraham, God's directional instruction to Abraham. And the first thing that God says to Abraham is, leave your comfort zone and follow me. And I'm not even going to tell you yet where I'm going. It's the idea of trusting God, of committing ourselves to God, committing ourselves to doing the right thing, and then figuring out how. It's not about sitting back, weighing and measuring and decide, that works for me, that doesn't work for me. It's the platform, the foundation for Abraham, the Abraham who has resonated for thousands of years as our patriarch, as the pioneer of Jewish life as we know it, was an Abraham and a Sarah who said to God, I know that I live in your world. I know that you are the creator of the world, the manager of the world, my loving parent, and I am yours. And therefore, God, show me the way. And your way will become my way. I don't have a way distinct of yours, and I don't sit here thinking about whether I can fit your way, God, into my way. When I open myself up and I surrender to understanding your way, that becomes my way. It's easier said than done, but the Torah sets it as a very important beacon for us to follow, that ultimately Jewish life is about surrendering to higher living, surrendering to higher values, higher principles, surrendering to God. And that's how we find ourselves. Wish you a great week. I've been somewhat erratic on Facebook because I've had some connectivity issues. I hope we'll do better this week.